Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia, guys, and this is Transurfing TV. And today on Transurfing TV, one of the Hacking the Technogenic System lessons. Thank you so much, Mohil, Teodora, Tirza, Basher, Abdegafour. We appreciate you making this available to us because this book is not yet translated into the English language, so this is extremely exclusive, only offered here at Transurfing TV. Wow, you don't say. So today, the hydraulic pump of intention. I love me some intention because this is how I get from point A to point B. I declare my intention and the winds of outer intention fill up that sail, and before I know it, I am going down that path towards my end goal, and this is where I find all my happiness. So I'm pumped about this lesson. I have not yet read it, and I'm excited about it. Before I get into it though, remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment below, join us on the Facebook group, the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group, and Reality_Transurfing Instagram. My course is below, Reality 2.0 and Tufty 2.0, and pretty soon we're going to be relaunching two courses, my most popular courses, Mo Money and Becoming Magnetic. But this time they're going to be standalone, and they are new and improved. They are powerful, and they've got a ton of value in there. So I will definitely let you all know when those are available. Okay, so let's get going. Book name, Hacking the Technogenic System. Chapter 5, The Hydraulic Pump of Intention. Note, and I think this is from Mohil, I did not know anything about hydraulic pumps. Here's my explanation for my research on Google. A hydraulic pump works by creating a vacuum for the water to flow from its source to the pipe that leads to the rest of the system. Once the water is flowing, it has the energy or momentum to keep it flowing as long as the pump continues to work. Vadim uses this example to illustrate how a person's intention is equivalent to the hydraulic pump creating the vacuum so that the water may flow. Love it. Okay, question. If I have the intention to take what I want for my life, do I have to practice visualization? Answer. When you form the intention of taking, the need for such questions automatically ceases because you will obtain what you intended to obtain. But since you are still asking, this means that you have to make an effort to understand and to do. If the intention of taking is pure and is not mixed with doubt or fear, and there is no doubt that the eternal keeper will open the door to the storehouse of variations so that you will take your needs from there. Let's recall the classic example, the newsstand example. You have no doubt that you will get the morning newspaper, the determination to take the thing. You go with complete confidence and buy it from the newsstand, the determination to do. And when you have the pure determination to take and act, there is no doubt that you will obtain what you aspire for. Do you want to walk on water? There is no doubt that you want to, of course. But if there is even an iota of doubt or fear, then the work on the slides of the target should be made. There is no escape from that. The work here boils down to charging the intention with certainty, similar to the action of the hydraulic pump. Little by little and drop by drop, but regularly and purposefully. As a result of these regular moves and actions, we are gathering massive force. As the area of your assurance expands, noticeable changes can be observed in the surrounding environment. I think this is maybe why Vadim Zeland is so upset with me right now. Because he knows that I'm doing this stuff and he doesn't like that. From the sector of the metaphysical space that you keep illuminating with the ray of your interest, it is pumping by force and in the literal sense of the word to the sector of your physical world, unless it had a presence in it before, but it was impossible to exist in it at all. This is how the hydraulic pump of intention works. Hence, we can summarize this chapter through the following points. 1, the world is definitely not illusory. It consists of 2 components, a physical element and a metaphysical element. These should not be overlooked. However, one of the most prominent features of this duality is that we are able to move things from the metaphysical world into the physical world. 2, every human being is the master of his world, but it is his social incubator, the matrix, that denigrates it. What is simply required is that when he is in the process of making any decision, especially in the pivotal moments of his life, he must distance himself from the doers of good and all guides and become serene. Turn off the foolish TV, go to the forest, or shut himself into his room. He stops thinking to balance it all and listens to his heart whisper. His answer will be the only correct decision, even if it seems illogical at first. Oh my God, I've totally experienced this. This is exactly how I got here today. I went inward, I heard something, I listened to it, and regardless of the external response from the people in my life and my environment, I went ahead. And you know what? I am proving to myself that this knowledge actually does work. 3, in a person's life, everything that is required to achieve his happiness is right before his eyes. And if a person finds the way, he walks with his heart, then all that remains, the various material benefits, will flow to him on their own, and when the need for them arises. And do not think that this is just naive mental trials. I know this for sure. And to everyone, I wish success and happiness. Be confident that life does not know anything called impossible. Everything is related to you. And the most important thing about this is not to underestimate your resolve. Life is more mysterious than you may think, and it has what excites you more than any imagination, no matter how deep it is. Hello? 4, I can add to this that the TV must be turned off sometimes. And this is not intended to be the external television, but rather the TV that is inside you, that is, in your head. What is really strange is that you are unable to do something so simple. Stop, sit at the table, take pen and paper and formulate your demands of the world and determine your place in it. You need to ask yourself how you want to see the world. Create a portfolio of your perceptions so that you can then include it in your world sector. Read it at least once a day after you wake up as part of your daily routine. But nobody does that, which is very strange. People always act as if they were programmed and don't have any time. Always and never have the time, and they postpone the completion of everything. The result of this incompletion is that there is no time to do anything. We should stop postponing living until later and start to live right now. Boom, don't you love it? 5, regular work on the target slide changes your intention with certainty, as does a hydraulic pump, albeit little by little, and drop by drop, but regularly and purposefully. Ideas are not in the head as their place is in the space of possibility. As their place, let me read that again. Ideas are not in the head as their place is in the space of possibility. And when you practice visualization, you are practically taking the necessary tape from there and beginning to show your own film. And if you run it long enough, the movie turns into reality. This is the principle of drawing options that you need from the space of reality. Okay, so I know exactly what Vadim Zeland is talking about here. Like, it's in my DNA, it's in my blood. I resonate with this knowledge so deeply. Even in my dysfunctional past, pre-reality transurfing, being overly emotional, really being negative about myself and my reality, getting just ripped apart by pendulums regularly, and constantly being at battle with my external environment. I could still do this. Now, the way that I'm doing it now with reality transurfing is much better. I have a lot more energy. I'm way more effective in it. And I'm just more powerful because, as Vadim Zeland says, you know, the valves of the steam engine are closed. So these are very much some ideas that are based in physics, right? This is classic energetic, the physics of energy, how it moves, how it keeps going, momentum building, pressure building. And when I mean pressure in a good way, not a bad way. Closing off those valves, that means not just spending energy everywhere. Just as Vadim Zeland says, we have this film running where we're convinced we never have enough time, and we're scattered and we're all over the place, and we're not focusing our attention and energy into one singular endeavor. Once you can learn how to close those valves off, build that pressure up, and then channel it into an intention, the hydraulic pump of intention, this thing, once it starts, you can like relax. You're still taking action, you're still doing stuff, but you're relaxing because this hydraulic pump keeps going. And once it's going, your external environment is going to pull in all sorts of other information, material needed for you to facilitate and materialize that intention, other opportunities, all the outer intention gains from your external environment will start to show up in your frames. This is how things are done with ease in the transurfing modality. So the law of attraction, in my opinion, kind of has it a little bit backwards, right? What we're attempting to do is grasp and find and seek out and make appear with our minds. Transurfing is about pulling in what you need via your intention and getting that hydraulic pump going. So then you're not exhausting yourself on this constant search that may or may not provide results for you. I hope I'm explaining this right. So it's kind of like that vibe when you go and you get on a treadmill and that first maybe quarter of a mile is a little bit challenging. You're like, oh God, and your legs don't really want to move, and you have to really sort of get your body moving. And then after that, it almost seems like it's automatic. It almost seems like your body's just running on its own and you don't even really have to try. So this is exactly what Vadim is talking about in this lesson, is getting yourself to a place where your intention is so pure, you've written down what it is you're going for, you've declared it to your world, you've declared that you're going to get the newspaper, the intention to act, the intention to have, or determination to act and determination to have, and then taking action. So as soon as you get on this track and you start going, your world then agrees with you, chimes in, helps you along, and just like I said in the beginning of my video, those winds of outer intention fill your sails, and before you know it, you're blasting off towards that variation of reality that you have chosen for yourself. This is powerful beyond powerful, and it absolutely works. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Are you enjoying these Hacking the Technogenic System lessons? Are you getting some information that is valuable to you and is helping you to create an even better reality after listening to them? Let us know your thoughts and your experiences. And thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, guys.